Good afternoon, everybody. This is the mentoring session. I'm Albert Yu. Uh, I'm a member of the C100, and I'm emceeing this session. I hope you all enjoyed the lunch and the talk by Quincy Jones and Michelle. You like that? We are pressed for time because we are like an hour late. And I think we're going to go an hour later, if it's okay with you. Okay? We want to have plenty of time. And I want to, thank the, the sponsors, Walmart stores, HSBC, private bank, Chubb Group or insurance company, and Southern California Edison. Now, so we were, planning to have a very short introduction, and right after this, I'm going to have Steve come up here, and then as soon as we have the introduction over, we're going to start the sessions. The idea we have is that people like to meet more than just the mentor at their table. So after roughly 40 minutes or so, somebody will come up here and say, ask the mentor to switch to a different table. So you get a chance to meet at least two mentors. And please, this is the opportunity to ask them a lot of questions. You hear peer speeches and panel sessions, but this is where you're up and close. You can ask the question you want. And we've done this many times. It's always a wonderful experience, not only for you maybe to get some answer that you want, but also for the mentors actually learn from you. So it's really, I look at this as a dialogue. And one thing we're not going to do, we were originally thinking having some people take notes of the discussion and come up here and present it. Because of the lateness of the time, we're not going to do that. And then we want to have enough time for us to mingle, and you can, talk to the other people if you like, because I think that's really, really important to establish the network. So this is the agenda. Now I want to get Steve up here. Steve needs new introduction. He's a serial entrepreneur. Recently he founded YouTube, as you all been using it, I'm sure. And before that, he was founder of PayPal, which sold to eBay. So Steve?
Slide that. Usually it's a slide about my name or introduction, but this slide tells me that I'm an hour late. So I don't have any mechanism of going back in time, but I'll try to be brief. I think that it's kind of stressful. I was thinking about how to try to condense the talk, and every week as you can imagine with YouTube, with issues about and a legal side, international side, what countries you want to launch and what countries you want to dedicate resources to, with the limited resources, what teams with Google that we want to work on. Should we be putting more resources on mobile versus syndication into TV rooms? I was sort of happy to actually be coming down here, and this is probably one of the highlights of the trip, is just to be able to talk with other people who are in many ways in the same shoes and same position that I was in 3 years ago. It's I was hoping it was going to be a stress-free 3-4 days, but then again, coming up here and saying, all right, well, I try to condense everything that you want to say into 4 or 5 minutes. So I just picked out a few highlights of what I really wanted to get across, which is I jumped upon this opportunity to be able to be here today with everyone here. And I think it's part of the broader sort of committee of 100 wanting to be part of the committee in the very same way, which is that, I think that there's a lot of questions that I get. Probably the biggest question I get when from whatever it is, from journalists, from people that are from other entrepreneurs, from engineers, from just other people, venture capitalists that are trying to start companies, and they're always sort of asking about what the secret sauce of YouTube was, because, or even PayPal. When you really think about these two companies, they're really, you can summarize what YouTube does or what PayPal does in a matter of 5 or 6 words, right? It's not, you don't need a business proposal that's pages long to talk about what PayPal does, which is just to be able to exchange money on with YouTube, same thing, was to be able to watch and share videos online, which I think that's one of the biggest things. Is if you do have an idea, if that can be condensed down to 5 words and you can summarize what the idea, what the business is supposed to be for in a matter of 5 words, I think you have the first checkbox cleared. But back to the question about what YouTube was, and I think the follow-up question is, why was YouTube successful? Because fundamentally, it's a very easy problem. I mean, I think that anybody, again, it's like maybe another testimony that when people look at something like YouTube and they kind of say, "Oh, duh, I can't believe it took until 2005 for this to come out. That this is such a simple idea," and then you start getting questions about sort of what was the secret of the success? It's such an easy idea. Anybody could have thought of it. It's something that's sort of universally applicable. So why was it YouTube that succeeded versus the 20 other sites that were doing exactly the same thing at the time that YouTube was doing, or before and after that? Before YouTube started or after? 2005 certainly wasn't the first time that something like YouTube came about. And if it's conversation in passing, if I only have 15 seconds to talk to the person and answer the question, it would just really comes down to, I think, 2 things. One of them is the having the right idea, right time, right idea, and the other one is a lot of hard work.